Welcome to Spilling the Veal. We got your host, Terrence Jennings, and our co host slash producer, Blake McCauley. And we're coming to you live and direct, giving you some news you can use and may not want to refuse, and some knowledge you can't get in college, baby. Let's go, man. What's going on, Blake? How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. I know it's our first episode. We're a basketball show, but University of Louisville football just got one of their biggest program wins ever on paper, really, when you look at it. Beat number 2 ranked Miami at Miami 24-21. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
Man, hey, huge, huge. Bow, 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 bow. Sound off the buzzers, everything, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's how we go into a very great team in Miami. They've always been a great team since I was a kid, since I've been watching college football, always been a top team. So for us to go in there, into their house and really bring it and show them what, Louisville Cardinal football is all about, it's huge. It's amazing. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's how we
Yeah,
do it.
for sure. Was there any time back when you were at college? I think your junior year was when Charlie Strong and them got in, and that's when
Yeah.
everything kind of flipped around. Did you hang out with any football players when you were on campus?
Yeah, we had at that time. I think it was Teddy Bridgewater was on the team, and I did hang out with a few of the football players. Josh Chichester. Some of you might remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Jay Chai, man. Love to have you on the show sometime too. One thing about Jay Chai, he actually got a chance to play football and basketball that year. So he played for Coach Patino for a couple of games. We had a lot of injuries at that time, and Jay Chai, he's about 6'7", 250, 240, 250. Great hands. He came out, I mean, averaged like 6 points a game.
He
And
came. He played against Kentucky.
he played against Kentucky, got some buckets.
Yeah,
So, hey, I mean, that was my guy. He was like a duel. He wanted to be with us, but his bread and butter was on the football field because he didn't come off the field. He was a focal point for our
great wide
offense because
receiver.
really great receiver because you could just throw it over the top and he's catching everything. So, and he's a wonderful person, man, father, all that, man. Shout out Jay Chichester, man. If you see this, man, reach out, man. Love, man, love.
Yeah, we've got a lot to get to today. We're talking about the new commit from the G League, London Johnson. We're going to be breaking that down a little bit, and we've also got the Kansas exhibition game tonight.
Yeah.
But one thing before we jump into both of those, when I was growing up, two things that I always looked forward to was one, the jersey release every year, kind of see what the new jerseys would look like, and two, the schedule poster releases. And they came out this year. I think this is the best design I think they've ever had. Whoever did this, hey, A plus, 100% job, could not be better. This
Yeah.
one right here.
Let's see what we got. What we working with?
Let's pull this one up right here. It's kind of got like everybody playing their positions right there. You got
Oh, that's what
Sanana
we
throwing
call.
it down,
That's
Isaac
what we
popping a
call
three.
icy. Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. We're getting creative. Um, it's huge for these guys. I mean, those pitchers are gonna be everywhere. And yeah, they're just getting creative and more creative. I think one year we had something, a version. They kind of turned us into not cartoon characters, but they did like an animated outline with us. So I mean, yeah, that one looks good because every person is in the position that they're supposed to be playing in,
Yeah,
which
yeah, that's
is
sweet.
totally different. So I
Yeah,
love that. I love that. Yeah.
yeah.
Shout
I
out
know
those boys.
you were actually on one of the schedule releases. I remember giving it. I had one, a spare one that I had laying around. I
Yeah.
always collected those growing up, and it's kind of
Yeah.
cool to see your reaction. Handed it to you,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, these are the good old days right here. But
Man, it's the good old days, man. Those pictures will be they'll be here, they'll be etched in stone, they'll be hung all over the city. You'll be able to go into stores, barbershops, everywhere. They'll be all through the city. We're like the Louisville Cardinal basketball team is like the NBA team around here. So they get all the media, all the big promotion. And so, yeah, these guys are really famous and they got to make sure they're looking good when they're, putting their pictures out there across the city. You don't want to have no sleep in your eye, boogers in your nose. You want to be looking fresh and ready to go and represent the Ville, baby.
yeah, they did a
Yeah.
great job of putting that together. Everybody's represented how they should be. So
Right.
yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this London Johnson. Let's go ahead and jump into this London Johnson breakdown. We got a 6'3", 180 combo guard who played 3 seasons in the NBA G League, Terrence. 3 seasons in the G League. Now he's coming to college. What do you think about that?
Oh man. All right. So he's on our team, so I can't be a hater. So I have to congratulate this. So a lot of people saying, man, because look, at my time, you turn pro, you're done. Can't go back
Yeah.
to school. You're pro, figure it out. Now it's a little murky. The guys can go pro if they haven't played and they haven't played any college. Now they can come back. It's a lot of money going on in there. So, hey, good for us. I'm happy everybody else is able to do this, so it's not cheating or anything like that. Hey, if you want to go get you a guy from overseas that's been playing pro, another Luka Doncic, or in any of these guys, then you can go do that. But don't hate on us. They be hating. It's a problem when not when we do it. They be hating
Yeah, I
when we
mean,
do it.
there was somebody that signed, I think it was like St. Mary's. It was an exact same situation who came from the G League and signed with them. It was like a month ago. But
Mhm.
then, of course, when we do it, everything, it's the world's lighting on fire, basically. And I know Tom Izzo came out with
Everybody
a
got something to
video.
say.
Yeah, Tom Izzo came out with the video kind of. I don't think it really made sense from Louisville's part because he was kind
Mhm.
of talking about you promise all these high school kids a perfect opportunity. Last time I checked, I don't think we have any point guards committed in next year's class. So if I had to assume everybody's gonna be on the same page and like, okay, we've got a 21-year-old pro coming in here, the same way that Zoo comes in, the same way that Sananda comes
Right,
in, you're gonna get a
right,
grown man coming in for 2 years
right.
of eligibility. I mean,
I
and you
mean,
look at it, it's Coach Kelsey's job is to win games. If
we want to
this is
win.
legal, why would he not go get people that have proven it and done it? Like
Man,
his
hey,
purpose is to win games.
hey, that's why Pat Kelsey is. Hey, he's a 1-on-1. He's not. He's not worried about all ages and all that. He like, look, if it's legal, we could do this. We're gonna do whatever we can to win games and make sure we're the best team in all of college basketball. That's what we want to. That's what we want to come out there and do. We want to be able to match up with guys that have other pros and former pros. All these other teams that we played, they got the same type of guys we got. Same bodies and
Illinois
everything.
has a whole team basically of foreign all
Right.
stars.
Right. So we just got a couple. So let us get our couple, 2 or 3, and y'all mind y'all business. But we gonna go over here. We gonna win these championships. We gonna come play hard. I got a good chance to watch some of his highlights, and I like him. I like him a lot. A very great shot creator. Very good off the dribble. Attacks really strong downhill. Reminds me of like a Bones Highland or something, like a Bones Highland or something. He just really attacks strong, and he's tall. He's tall for a guard. He's about 6'3", so and he's experienced, not afraid. So
One thing I've learned kind of how he's eligible and everything is that he reclassified when he was in high school to the class of 2022. And when everybody was going to the G League, like you had Jalen Green going to the G League, he signed
right,
a reported $1 million contract for 2 years. And even though he was making that money from the G League, it was basically like these overseas guys playing for their pro clubs,
mhm,
and he didn't sign an NBA contract, so it allows him to be eligible, is what they say. So, I mean,
right.
he's. I know he didn't play much last year after the Ignite shut down, but when he did play for the Ignite, he averaged like 10.5 points,
Yeah,
three
yeah,
rebound or like 2 rebounds and 3 assists. So, and that was when he was like 19 years old. So
right.
he's only gotten stronger and more improved since then.
Yeah, that's pretty good in the G League. I don't know how many minutes he played per game, but 10 points, averaging 10 is. I mean, that's really decent. That means you're aggressive, and depending on how many minutes you play, that's good.
Yeah, I know you played in it was the D League at the time, the developmental league. What was
Yeah.
your whole experience like when you got to play there?
It was nothing like what these guys experience is now. Very, very, very low pay. I'm talking about the lowest of the lowest pay. But you're playing for your dream, and you get to still, somewhat. It's not the NBA, but you get to kind of travel. as much as the NBA guys go to these different cities. We're in LA, we still get to stay at nice hotels. Um, but the experience, it's uh it's fun. It's fun. You know, you get to work on your game as much as you want independently, but you're doing a lot of traveling. You're meeting a lot of different people. A lot of guys are coming in and out. They're coming in for a game, going play for the Knicks. I played on the Erie Bayhawks, so that was a New York Knick D League affiliate. So a lot of those guys that were coming off injury, trying to get themselves back into shape, they'll come down for a game or two, maybe one or two games, maybe a rookie or something. Then they'll send them back up. So you got a lot of guys coming in and out, and yeah, it's a great experience. You really get to develop, and become a pro at that level.
Is there any big names that you had on your team or you got to play against in
Oh
your time there?
yeah. So a guy that I really hung out with, I had we had a group. It's called the Wolf Pack. All right, this is the Wolf Pack. This is the guy Wolf Pack. Yes, exactly. We did the Wolf Pack, man. So it consists of, this was on my team. The Wolf Pack was me, Ricky Davis,
Okay.
OG, yeah. Um, CJ, CJ, CJ Leslie. I'm sorry, my bad, CJ
Oh, CJ
Leslie.
Leslie. CJ,
Sorry,
yes,
CJ
yes.
Leslie. My boy. It was a while back. CJ Leslie. My boy. Lewis Jackson went to Purdue. Small guy, Lewis Jackson, and that was pretty much it, man. We played against Russ, my boy Russ. I played on the same team with Russ for a while out there in Delaware. He was my point guard, and Nate Nate Robinson. Nate
Okay.
Robinson.
Were you on that team when Russ dropped like 62 in the G League or the D
Yes, I
League?
was on that team, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I remember watching that game.
Yeah,
Do you remember anything specifically
I
of
just
just
remember. I just remember he wasn't passing the ball to anybody.
Hey, if you're scored like that, I remember there was a couple like just heat check after heat check, and it was going in every time.
He's not passing the ball. When he's scoring like that, it's like just let him go.
Yeah,
Just let him go. He's got it figured out. He's on the roll. Get out that man's way.
I
What
remember
I'll
that
do,
was
I'll go
on
set
like
him a hard screen.
yeah, that was on like ESPN too. So you all must have knew. He's like, oh, this is my
Yeah,
shot right here.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely. But a lot of amazing players, Jeremy Tyler, a lot of amazing players that I played with
Oh, Jeremy
and
Tyler.
got to see.
He committed to Louisville at one time, didn't he? Jeremy
Yeah,
Tyler.
verbal commit, but yeah, he San Diego kid, definitely one of my boys too, man. Shout out Jeremy Tyler, still putting up numbers overseas. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
Just wanted to take a second and give a big shout out to Bestway, home of the low price guarantee or it's free, where you can get all your home furnishing needs on a deal. They have everything from smart refrigerators, washer dryer sets, 86-inch TVs, PS5s, Xboxes, all the way to reclining living room suites and bedroom suites. Bestway offers so many ways to pay, from retail to rent to own and even financing through Lendmark. With 2 locations in Indiana, 1 in New Albany and 1 in Jeffersonville, and 5 locations in Kentucky: Radcliffe, Dixie Highway, Hikes Lane, Shelbyville, and Shepherdsville. Stop by today and tell them that we sent you to get $100 off your new item.
JB Creative, your trusted website designer and content creator, making your brand stand out from the rest. From web design and SEO to brand development for your business, JBC's got you covered. Let's go create.
So our season officially kicks off tonight against number 19 ranked in the preseason AP poll, Kansas Jayhawks. They're coming to the Yum Center for an exhibition game. Terrence, what are your whole thoughts before this game gets started?
Hey, just go out there and so it's an exhibition game. So you have to approach these a little differently. It's not like we want to win everything. Me personally, I want to approach this game like we want to win, and we want to just set the tone for the season. But you also want to make sure nobody gets hurt and nothing crazy happens. Okay, so with this game, I know they lack a little depth and everything. So I think try to take advantage of our inside presence. We need to just focus on our inside presence and making sure that we make sure that they don't get out in transition. Anytime a team gets out in transition and beats us, it makes it really really hard for us to climb back out of that hole and get back into the game. So long as I want to just focus on running our sets and getting Khalifa, all those big guys, getting them in a rhythm. I want to see them getting in a rhythm, getting ready to set screens, getting into their positioning, and getting their feet up under them, getting ready for this long season. Okay, they're in shape. Our team, we're in shape, but there's nothing like game shape. Okay, so take advantage, get into the game shape, make this push, and get ready. Attack this season like how we're supposed to. But I'm excited. I can't wait. I think that I think we opened up. We had an exhibition game. Well, we used to do red and white. We used to do our red and white scrimmage. So we used to do inter squad scrimmage, and then we'll play against other teams like Bellarmine or something like that, or just a low D2 team. But these exhibitions are getting serious. This game is like, I mean, it's like a tournament game. It's like it could be a Final Four game almost.
Yeah.
It's like these are two top elite teams, prime time. I mean, it's a wonderful way to start off the season, but it'd be even more wonderful. We can start off with that dub.
Yeah, most definitely. This is a game I don't really care about the foul trouble at all. Like Sananda and Zoo this might be the game where they're able to learn the differences in the college contact, what they can get away with, and what they did overseas. I don't care if those guys foul out in the first half. Just let them know they're here. Don't get pushed around. This is Louisville basketball right here. You think you're coming in the paint? I don't think so.
Right. Yeah, it gives those guys just to kind of learn the college game and see how the pacing, because overseas it is different pace. Okay, it's a lot different pace. To me, it's slower. It's a slower pace, more fundamental, thought out. College, we're up and down. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's what Zoo was talking about. Was the biggest difference?
It's up and down. It ain't no just get your sets, run your sets. It's get the rebound, go. Get the rebound, go. Figure it out. In that 2 seconds, you're gonna pass, shoot, or drive. What are you gonna do? All right. So now later, as the game progresses later on in the game, you get down to those last 3-4 minutes crunch time. Then you start to slow the game down a little bit, and you start to be a little bit more methodical. But yeah, I mean, it's a good way for them to get their legs up under them for sure.
Yeah, their projected starting lineup is point guard Melvin Council Jr. He played a couple years JUCO. He's from Wagner and also St. Bonaventure. He's a transfer from there. They've got 3 other transfers as well. One of them, their starting power forward, probably Trey White, who played here a few years ago during the tough times at U of L that you fortunately weren't here for. I'll say that. Yeah. And then they've got a number one. He was the number 1 recruit in the country, Darren Peterson. So they've got him coming in. He's probably going to be their starting small forward. So it'll be a battle between our experience that we have and kind of a younger group that they have right there.
Yeah, for sure. And that'll just give us a good time to see what we need to work on. These guys haven't really played together, so it'll give them a good time to understand positioning. Where Mike Hill has to figure out where his big men want the ball, how they like the ball to be passed to him. I don't know if he's catching no alley-oops like that. He might want all bounce pass.
He'll throw them all. Hey, he's got the touch of a point guard. He'll be throwing them up to somebody.
Yeah, so you just never know. Me personally, I like everything up high. The big fellas, they might want it down low because they're a little vertically challenged. So you just want to make sure that you're making those right reads and you're learning everybody's tendencies and where they want to be out on the floor, so you make those adjustments.
Yeah, you mentioned the big man depth and making sure we kind of impose ourselves down low. They really they don't have really any big man experience behind Flory Badunga, I think is his name. He was a McDonald's All-American last year, and now this year they've got I think his name Paul Mbaya. Hey, shocker, this guy came from overseas, and I believe he played professionally, and now Kansas brings him on their team. I didn't see a big cry about that. And then they've got a freshman named Bryson Tiller that, Bryson
Don't.
But really, that's their only two centers that they have, and both of those guys are freshmen that haven't played in college. So
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it go, man. I mean, it's the start of the season, so it's our first time we're gonna get a good look at everybody, and yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to be in the building. If not, I'm gonna be watching on the big screen, kicking back, relaxing and cheering them on. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go get them.
how long did it take you guys, you think, to get when you guys felt everything was full steam rolling in the season? Did it take a couple games, or when the season started, do you guys felt like you were instantly in your guys' groove? Or did it kind of change season to season?
It changed season to season, depending on how good we were or how good. Like my freshman year, I
Yeah.
just remember the first game I was like, yo, this is easy. Like we were good, like we're really good, and I'm like, all right. But the next season it was a little tougher. It was a little bit of a struggle. We to get our feet up under us. We had some good wins, but yeah, it was. It just depends on season to season. But I just know that the beginning of the season is the most exciting time. Those first two games really set the tone for the rest of the season. So you really, really, really want to try to start off the season with wins. I don't care, exhibition, red and white scrimmage, anything. You want to just get used to winning. You want to get used to winning and get used to playing hard and leaving it all out on the floor. Because you're only playing. It's not practice. In a game, you're only probably playing. A lot of these guys might play 15, 20 minutes. Some might play more. But leave it all out on the floor. Get yourself in shape. Get yourself ready to go because it's a long season. And you'll kind of know after Christmas. After Christmas, that'll kind of give you a gauge of what your season is going, especially where we're in the Big East. We're heading to the Big East Conference. So we were really, really trying to make sure we were prepared because we knew how tough the Big East was. And yeah, so you just want to make sure your rhythm is everything.
Yeah. Did Coach Pitino set you guys preseason and let you know, like, this is what your role is going to be? Could it change from time to time? Just what did the whole definition of a role look like for you guys?
Yeah. You definitely were. He'll let you know your role. Well, I want you to shot, block, and rebound, son. That's what you do. I don't care about shooting. He didn't really care. He really just didn't care about. He didn't really care about offense. He cared about your defense. If I played really great defense, it didn't matter what I did on offensively. As long as I played great defense, our offense was pretty free. He didn't care about now. We can't come down, jack up 4 or 5 threes in a row, but you gotta if you play within the offense and you're playing defense. Coach P wasn't gonna mess with you, you might want to get a better shot than that, but he's not gonna take you out because we're locking up. So yeah, that's basically what it is. But your role, yeah, you definitely had a role. If you a shooter, be a shooter. If you a microwave boy and you in the front of this press, you gotta lock up.
All right, that'll be it for today. We'll be back next Wednesday night, October 29th, after the Bucknell exhibition on Tuesday. Just kind of breaking down everything in both the Kansas and Bucknell game, along with previewing our first actual game of the year in South Carolina State. That's where the South Carolina State game will be our first official one with TJ's 3 keys. We didn't really do that. We're not going to do these for the exhibition games because there's a lot of different things that are going to be going on during those games. But TJ, you got anything before we leave?
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow Spilling the Veal on all platforms. And yeah, man. Thank you, Car Wash. The best car wash in the nation. Shout out Mixed Nation. The best mixed in the nation. Shout out Best Way because it's the best way. You know what I'm saying? Cardinal Sports Zone. Yeah, we love you, man. Appreciate the support. And JP Creative. Keep it creative, baby. All right, let's get it.
And make sure to scan that QR code up at the top right of your screen and get that free $26 wash from Unrivaled. And also head into Best Way. Get your $100 off your new item. Tell them that we sent you. If anybody else would like to contribute to the podcast, we've got our email up top, spillingtheville23 at gmail.com. Go ahead and hit us up there. But that'll be it for today.
Yeah, till next time. Appreciate it.